Hi everyone, thanks for joining me in the studio today. I'm so excited to be bringing you this project because it's kind of guy related, and I don't do many guy crafts at all. Usually I'm putting glitter on stuff and making it all girly. But today I'm going to show you how to put a photograph on a piece of canvas, and this is from my husband. So what I did is I took something that he loved, hunting, and I turned it into something that he'll remember for a long time. Freezer paper is going to become your new best friend because there are so many things that you can do with freezer paper. It has multiple uses, and we're going to be using the freezer paper to create a carrier so that we can feed our tissue paper or our rice paper through our printer. And I want to advise you, you can do this at your own risk, so if you don't feel comfortable doing that, that's fine, but anyway, it works for me, so just use your judgment. You can see here, this is the freezer paper that I have taken from the roll, and it's shiny. This is rice paper. You can also do this exact same technique with tissue paper, and you'll get a little more transparent photograph. So you need to apply the rice paper or your tissue paper to your freezer paper, and I'm doing that with a hot iron. So I'm just going to iron those two pieces together. There's enough wax on the freezer paper to allow the tissue paper to stick. And once you have that all applied, then you're going to cut this out into an 8.5 by 11 sheet. So I've printed off a picture of my husband in one of his hunting photos. I'm going to give this to him for his office, and I have altered my picture in my photo editing program, and again I've printed it out on this prepared sheet. I've printed it out on rice paper, but the paper is too thin to actually pull off. It'll tear, and it'll tear right through the picture. So what you need to do is you need to go over the top of the picture with a couple coats of matte gel medium, and this is going to make it just a little rubbery, give it a little bit of body so that you'll be able to remove this sheet from the freezer paper. Make sure you give that a couple coats and then let that dry. Now that my matte gel medium is dry, I can remove it from the carrier sheet. This is the freezer paper, and I'm just going to pull it apart. Sometimes this may tear, but for the most part it won't tear where you have put your gel medium. It just kind of reinforces the paper. And so I'm going to tear away, just kind of a random tear here, this photograph. This is a good time to get out your decoupage medium. Because we are ready to apply this to our canvas. So the next step is to decoupage this to your prepared background, and I'm going to do that with a little bit of Collage so you know that you just add the Collage onto your base surface and onto the back of what you're working with, and then you go over the top with another layer. I love Collage because it's water resistant, and I love the way that it lays the paper down onto the surface that I'm trying to attach it to. Also, your decoupage medium is going to make your photograph a little transparent, and that kind of makes it sink into the background, which is kind of nice also. To prepare my background then, what I did is I just took newspaper, pretty words that had color. There's some red words up here, it's kind of hard to see, and I applied it to my canvas first. Then I went over with my color, my inks, and just kind of grunched it up a little bit. Then I decoupaged my photo onto the top and then added some stamped lettering with some acrylic paint. So it's a great way to get photographs onto a canvas, onto your wall, so they can be enjoyed for a long time. You know, we photograph so many aspects of our life, and sometimes those photographs get stuck in a photo album or maybe a scrapbook, and we don't look at them like we should. We don't relive those memories. So get out those photographs, make some great art canvas, give them to your guys, it's a great project, and it's one that will make you remember those times, those happy times, for a long time to come. Well, thanks for joining me for this project. If you want the project instructions, remember you can find them on the website. I hope you have a great day. I hope you keep living a creative life, because I think it's cool to craft.